Yallo.
Hello.
We're back.
We are.
We are live.
We've been gone for a while.
You were on, like, escapades? You were on the streets?
Well...
Beating the drum?
I was not doing either of those things, thank you very much.
What were you doing?
It was a very secret mission at Rose City Comic Con. Guess who I met?
Who?
I met Mikey P's sister.
No.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Mikey P.
Yeah, it was very cool.
She's an artist.
She's a really cool artist. She does these really neat maps and charts and things, and she has a non-compliant tattoo as well. We took a bunch of like selfies together with our tattoo to send to Mikey P.
I didn't see any of these photos. What am I, out of the loop now? I co-hosted a show with you.
Well,
you know?
All right.
My chopped liver?
You are.
So you went Rose City, that's Portland.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Why do they call it Rose City? Anybody from Portland watching?
Yeah.
Get back to us.
Let us know.
So
Maybe they call it Rose City because everything is on fire and kind of red.
Well, yeah, I saw that. You know, I follow some fancy photographers on Instagram, and some kids, started a fire in, like, this gorge. Mm-hmm. Apparently it's, like, the crown jewel of Portland. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's not fun.
Hey, Pablo.
What's up, Pablo?
No, actually, it was getting, the air quality was not as bad as I had feared. It was really fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you see any other big celebs while you were walking down? Was anyone like, hey, Lou from comiXology?
No.
Hey, you?
I mean, there was some hey you, but mostly to get me to, like, buy their CD or whatever.
Their CD?
You know, because they, like, stand outside. There's, like, the people who stand outside the convention to, like, try to sell you their stuff.
Who sells CD? Who has a CD player
Oh
anymore?
my gosh, look, we have someone watching from Croatia.
Hello.
That's really cool. I hear there's really beautiful beaches in Croatia.
Can you confirm, Gio?
Should we come there for vacation and lay on the beach? Let us know.
Is there a Croatian Comic-Con that we can some kind of jump on somehow?
Ooh, that would be good. Beach Con in Croatia.
Let's just go crazy in Croatia right now.
Yes.
Let's get a plane. Let's hop on a plane. Finland,
Ooh,
see?
We are very international today.
We are an international group. So it was a success. It's RCCC.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it was good.
I was holding the fort down in New York City.
I heard.
I went to Disney the week before.
Yeah.
Big.
Just in time.
Just in time.
I hope everyone's okay. If Mikey P lives in Florida.
He's alive.
He is.
I was
You're worried,
I was messaging Mikey P.
Yeah.
He was posting some Instagram stories and it didn't look too good. But he's okay.
He's fine. I'm sorry, the comments are really... Ooh, England.
Smelly old Englander.
Wait, are you saying that you're smelly or that England is smelly?
Nobody
Or that
knows.
old things in general are smelly?
I'm like 50, so I must smell terrible.
I have questions.
Should we talk about comic books?
So many good comments. It's Sweden! All right.
Oh my God, international.
I know, we need
flavor.
to just, go on a vacation to visit all of these people.
Let's go globe-trotting.
Yeah.
We'll do, like, a video journal. Mikey P says
Mikey
he'll never
P,
die.
We're really glad that you're okay.
You want to go first?
Oh my God, you guys, the Runaways are back! This is the Scotty Young cover. Oh, I saw Scotty Young.
Yeah.
At Rose City. Yeah,
my
nice
God.
guy. So, this is being written by Rainbow Rowell. So I think that Rainbow Rowell usually writes prose fiction, like YA fiction. And totally made the jump to comics, like, with no problems. This was such a great first issue. The art is by Chris Sanka and colors by Matt Wilson. So it's also beautiful. And we just jump right into this, like, absolute crisis where Nico is, like, trying to help Gert, and her magic is just, like, kind of being a problem, and she's got to, like, figure it out, and
It was a stressful issue for me.
I actually was, like, tearing up. Yeah. So if you don't really know who the Runaways are, this book does not make any effort to explain it to you. And so I feel like it would be worth going back and reading the original Runaways, which are really awesome. They're on sale right now too, right?
Probably.
Yeah. So, I appreciate actually that the book is just like you know, not necessarily retelling the story of the Runaways. Like, they've been doing stuff since, like, Nico, for example, was hanging out with A-Force for a while, you know? And so, like, the book doesn't just start over. It assumes that everyone has, like, moved forward and, you know, check out the original is really good.
Normally I would complain that there's no, like, recap page. Maybe there was.
No, there was.
Is there one?
Yeah. But I mean...
Oh, yeah. Maybe I just skipped over
Yeah,
that.
no, it's just like one quick paragraph. And the Runaways books are so good. And also there's like the TV show coming up. And like, it's worth digging in.
Wasn't the pitch, maybe for those who don't know, wasn't it just like a group of kids that find out that their parents are supervillains?
And also that they have powers. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I liked it.
And one of them has a dinosaur.
Spoilers.
Well, it's on the cover.
I'm just kidding. It's not a spoiler.
Yeah. Sorry.
They're all on
just,
sale
like,
right
check
now.
it out. Oh, yeah. Scales and Scoundrels. That's a good recommendation.
Let's talk about the biggin. Big one. Metal.
That shiny cover.
I could kill a man with this cover.
You really could.
This is the big DC event where Batman he's mixed up into trouble.
Yeah.
From the beginning of time.
Well, that's new.
He's done something bad, and it's one of those stories where he's like, I gotta do this myself. I can't let my friends help me. Which is like every Batman story ever.
Batman looks like he maybe ate a really big burrito or something.
I just ate a burrito. I need to take care of this in the Porta-John alone.
Kind of like, what was oh god, there was some like black metal malignant defecation. It was like the name of a song or something.
I think that was the original title of Metal.
Yeah.
It was Malignant Defecation, and Dan DiDio was like, I don't think so.
Okay. We're being serious now.
We're being real.
Why is there a Snickers?
Oh, that's an ad.
Oh,
yeah.
They make it look like a comic, and
they
they have Superman in it, so...
Yeah, you're like reading this comic. Well, this isn't in the digital version because there's no ads in the digital version, but when you're reading it in print, you're like, ooh, what's happening here? And then there's like a Snickers ad that looks just like what you're reading.
Austin, I am reading Lady Killer, and it's amazing, and I think I actually talked about an issue at some point a couple of weeks ago.
Kiwi has too, I think.
Yeah, we are obsessed with Lady Killer.
But I think this is the final, I don't know if Metal continues as a series or it's just offshoots into like the other miniseries. I have no clue, but the ending is it hits the fan. Wow. You know, like Batman's in that Porta-John with that burrito, and it goes upside down.
Defecation hits the fan.
It's like you don't want to be in a Porta-John when it goes upside down.
No.
Just straight up.
No.
You don't. So I enjoy it. I think I said a couple weeks ago, like, I don't know what's going on, but I love it. And so, yeah, grab it.
Wow. There's a little bit, there's less defecation in this one.
If I was the one to start saying defecation on this show, I would not hear the end of it, and I'd be getting yelled at.
Do you ever actually use the term defecation? Or
I say pupe. Like, someone took like a big poop.
Stop now.
What's
Austin,
the
don't
scale?
worry about it. It just means that we're on the same page with the comics. Even when you don't check in with the show, we're still like, we're on the same page.
We're in the Porta-John together.
Get out.
This Porta-John called life.
Get out.
There are 6 issues of Metal, Larry. Larry, didn't I ban you like last month, Larry?
So, anyway.
What do you got?
Dr. Aphra number 12 is out. Look at this awesome cover. I think that's Kev Walker cover. I'm going to check because I always feel bad if I say the wrong person. Oh, I see, and I am good thing I checked. Kamone Shirahama did this beautiful cover that I love.
Gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. Okay, so spoiler alert, but not really. Vader showed up in the last issue, and of course, Aphra is trying to pretend that she doesn't exist anymore with Vader because he thought that he killed her, and so that's a problem. She also has this consciousness of this ancient Jedi that she's auctioning off to the highest bidder. What could possibly go wrong? And he kind of is causing a lot of mayhem, partly because the murder droids have decided that they don't want to be, like, ruled by anyone anymore, so they've, like, done this whole elaborate thing to kind of get their freedom. And everyone's kind of in a tight spot right now.
Sounds
we'll
tight.
Say. This issue, though, was so much fun. Like, I just, like, smiled through the entire thing. The dialogue is so perfect. And the ending is even more perfect. I really don't know what else to say about it.
Does she and Darth Vader kiss?
Why do you ship her with Vader?
I feel like that's how this is going to end.
No.
Even though it's his canon.
God.
You know, they're going to, like, embrace over lava, and Vader's going to, like, kick her into lava. And that's why we haven't heard of
Is that his equivalent of kissing someone?
Yeah, that's how he shows someone his love. And then he's going to get, like, fake limbs for
her. Wow. That is twisted.
Dark Sith Lord love is a strange thing.
Okay, I have to put my black t-shirt in front of the comments. Go.
I knew it was last week, but Lou was gone, and I'm wondering what she thought of Wick Div.
Well.
I gotta make a gif of that.
So, as some of you may know, whenever I take any personality quiz, I always get Sakmet. And to speak euphemistically about it so as to avoid spoilers, I was very proud of her for finally catching the red dot. And I will not miss any of the characters just the one who we're going to miss, except then the cliffhanger part made me really sad.
Did you cry?
Well, no.
While you were at Rose City, Portland, did you, like, track down Kieran and talk to him about that?
He wasn't there, but Matt Wilson was there. But see, he's the good one of the bunch. Like,
he's like the Spartan runner.
He's the...
Me and him are like this.
That's true, right? We had a lot of fun. And yeah, so no, you can't yell at Matt Wilson. He's the good one.
The non-evil one.
So anyway, Dr. Aphra, so much fun, a lot of dialogue that just will make you smile. But a lot of action also, and I like to think there will be kissing, but not with the characters you think.
She's gonna kiss a murder droid.
No.
Speaking of murder. Slasher number 4.
Oh no, John, you missed me at Rose City. Come to New York Comic-Con.
We'll be there.
Less than a month.
It's in like 2 days.
Oh my god.
New York Comic-Con.
Oh my god, we're gonna die.
Slasher, we talked about it a bunch. I won't...
Andy, banned. Oh, I like how my lipstick matches your avatar picture, Andy. Maybe you can stay. Because, like, the aesthetic.
So, Slasher, psychosexual, R-rated.
Literally the most disturbing book I've ever read.
I am going to go out on a limb and say this is the most disturbing book of the year. It goes from worse to worse to worse.
Does.
I can't even show you any pages
of it.
No,
it's so disgusting.
But
also beautiful.
If you like to be beautifully disgusted, read
Malignant Defecation and Beautiful Disgustingness.
All right, what else?
Sorry. Oh, am I allowed to show this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, Redlands. Warning, trigger alert. There is a very graphic dead deer on this cover. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And it's gone. Okay. Just in case someone had to look away. It's really beautiful and, like, artistic, but also very gory. So, witches.
Sandwiches? Or just witches in general?
Regular witches.
With an eye.
Yeah, they're not good people. Jordi Belair and Vanessa Del Rey, Jordi's writing, Vanessa Del Rey is doing art, and Clayton Cowles. I've been saying his name wrong all this time.
No.
Clayton Cowles.
Sorry, Clayton.
I know.
Clayton's watching.
Right. Anyway, so these witches basically, like, run this town, and they're really bad. And then in this issue, we find out that there's, like, some kind of, like, serial killer who's kind of, like, onto them somehow. And so at first you're kind of like, maybe I'm on the side of the witches. But then it turns out, no, they're really bad, too. And I kind of love books like that where just everyone is horrible. And then the best part is in the back, they have, like, pages and pages of these, I don't know how else to describe them except to call them, like, blood Rothkos. Blood Rothkos. Yeah. I don't know. They're really cool. So it almost reminds me of, like, a Jonathan Hickman thing. And then you have, like a spell kind of in the back here.
Have you read it out loud?
No. But I think that you also need to, like, make this little, like, bag of thing and, like, stick it into a corpse's mouth or something. And I'm not all about that, so.
I mean, We can try it. New York Comic-Con.
I just, though, like, I love that this book is so good because Jordi Belair is amazing, and it makes me so happy to, like, see all of this awesome witchiness that she's writing.
Is that the one that had the bloody orgy?
Yes.
Tell you what.
Yes. Bloody orgy.
No blood orgies in Action Comics.
I feel like that cover is, like, something else.
Actually, it does look like something's happened on this cover. I don't know if it's related to what you just talked about.
Any love for Hillbilly?
Yeah, I've read a Hillbilly before. I think the first couple issues.
I've read Hillbilly, too. Yeah, I love the art in that. The sort of that's the one with the grayscale art, right? Mm-hmm. It's pretty beautiful. Very atmospheric.
Action Comics, real quick, there's been this mystery character called Mr. Oz, like pulling the strings for Superman, and he finally reveals his identity to Superman. Could be. He was wearing a $6 hat from Amazon under his cowl.
Ooh, can we do a Redlands sale someday? I mean, there's only 2 issues out now.
Eric, how much is it? Is it like $3.99? Just get in there, Eric.
$3.99.
Get in there.
Yeah, there's only 2 issues out.
Support those creators.
But, we always have, like, image sales and stuff. It's an image book, so, keep your eye out.
I got a big list. What else you got?
Okay, so remember how awesome Vision was? Like, the awesomest? And they've been releasing, I don't know how many issues per, they're calling them chapters, in these, like, sort of deluxe director's cut editions. And so I really had to get this one because my very favorite issue of this Vision series was number 7 with Michael Walsh doing the artwork. You guys know how much I love Michael Walsh. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, I want process pages. That is very exciting to me. So, like, there's the regular comic, and then sorry, the light is really intense, but then you have, like, the pencils, and then you have the inks, and they have the script pages, and I just love it. This is another issue that definitely makes you cry, and it has all the, like, really sad existential
Man, there's
stuff.
Not a lot of script there. It's interesting to see what the script looks like.
No, I know. It's so interesting. If you are at all interested in how comics get made, you should definitely pick this up, because this is like an award-winning, incredible series. So I love that they did this.
Stephen Scott, Mech Commander U.
Yeah, I'm so...
You mean this?
So into this series.
I haven't read it yet, but I'm excited to read it.
I recommend it to everyone I know who has kids, like, around
I got kids.
Middle. Yeah.
I got one kid, not multiple.
And we have a dog.
I do. Listen, I want to talk real quick. Doctor Strange.
Ooh, that's very strange.
And the Sorcerer's Supreme. It's a widescreen book. Look at this.
Who's the new Sorcerer Supreme?
Look at how I'm manhandling this print book. People are probably having a heart attack right now. It's widescreen. You remember in the olden days, Rob Liefeld and McFarlane did a Spider-Man X-Force crossover, and it was like widescreen like this.
Remember that time we saw Rob Liefeld in the hotel?
I do remember that.
That was awesome.
I also saw him before I started working at comiXology. He was in an elevator, and he was using an electric shaver.
Good for him. He has such a baby face.
He does. He's ageless.
He really kind of is.
He's like Patrick Swayze in Point Break.
Wow.
I don't know what that is. You have another one?
Oh, yeah. So I love these Hellboy and the BPRD books that are set in the 50s, just because they're like prequels. And so if you're not like an expert on Hellboy, you could sort of read them, and like it doesn't necessarily matter if you don't know all the backstories, because they haven't happened yet, because this is the prequels. And but you still get all the cool like Hellboy occulty goodness, and he's solving crimes. It's
very different art style than what you'd expect from Hellboy universe, but I actually really love it. Love Hellboy.
Young Hellboy.
I love Dark Horse.
You excited about the new Hellboy movie?
I am. I just saw Daniel Day Kim was cast.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Last book.
Aw, Larry.
That's vintage Larry. Just trying to get someone riled up. He's he's a shock jock.
I actually feel like Rob Liefeld, you could you could talk about his artwork in the same way you could talk about like Parmigianino and the Mannerists in Renaissance Italy. And back then, people said the same things about them that they say about Rob Liefeld now, and those guys are all in the art history books. So like, just
Take
saying.
that.
I'm just saying.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Dragon Con.
I was asking for guest requests for 2018.
You know what? There are a lot of people who work here who would love to have us at Dragon Con.
There's a lot of people that work here that go to Dragon Con.
That's right, yeah.
Pat was there.
We'll definitely let them know that people were asking.
Let's see.
comiXology.
Anthro.
Read that. I feel bad. I keep
like Rick Shaw. I think probably.
People are gonna make. I'm gonna make people get sick because I'm like trying to read all the comments.
Sick. I'm just sitting right next to you. Yes, Rob Liefeld's super nice.
Super nice.
I mean, if most people had to put up with a tenth of what Rob Liefeld had to put up during his career, I mean,
and he just keeps doing it. He just does what he does. I have a lot of respect for it. I think it's an interesting. It's like he made his style, and that's his thing.
Yep.
And I gotta respect that.
The Adventures of Tintin. If you've ever heard of The Adventures of Tintin, you should read.
Philip keeps shouting Valiant at us.
Spy Seal.
The Ninjak number 0 cover was my favorite cover of the week.
It was a beautiful cover.
With all the skulls.
Loved it.
Yeah.
So this one, the pitch for this book in the description of Spy Seal, which is like Tintin meets Usagi Yoslimbo, which is probably one of the best pitches of all time for an anthropomorphic book. But the Spy Seal is just that. He's a seal who gets roped into this like secret organization, and he becomes a spy. And it is Tintin. Like, and that's like the highest compliment I can give. It's a beautiful book. It paces itself like a drama with some, action mixed in. I mean, look at all this.
It seems very un-image-like, but in a great way.
Yeah,
like, I love to see something kind of different.
I loved it. I love the overall design of the book is beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, even the back cover is like the credits. It's a great book. Rich Tommaso.
That's why.
What a show.
Yeah.
New York Comic Con right around the corner.
Oh my God. We're so tired.
Stay tuned for some news. How are the first couple of DC Metal issues, Philip? They're good.
Yeah.
They're crazy. They're off the wall. How about that first issue? Did we talk about how I didn't realize the first issue was that?
We did. In fact, that was the gift that you made of the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to make the gif of you sliding in when I talk about Wictiv. So we'll see everybody next week, right?
Mm-hmm. What else?
I'll have a link to the new releases in the description, and that's about it.
That is
We should get back to work, I guess.
So much work to do before Comic-Con.
Yeah. Oh, and there was another comiXology Originals release. Iron Fist came out, which is in CU, so if you remember CU, only US right now.
But anyone can buy it.
Oh, you know what else I saw in CU? Yeah, anyone can buy it. CU, comiXology Unlimited, has the first 10 volumes of Invincible and The Walking Dead.
Wow.
That's insane.
That is insane.
It's like 70 issues.
Bye and hi. Sorry, we have to
Larry, you are banned
wrap
again.
up just as you get here.
Larry's banned for life.
You're not a very effective banner.
I don't know how to
Maybe
ban.
you should use the ban hammer back there.
I'm ban hammer on myself.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see everybody next week.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.